Hi guys, I can bet you would not be able to hold up when you hear the amazing stories. Not really amazing though, some can be touching, some can be crazy, but they are all stories we've received from persons who wants to be anonymous while we read through pressing secret issues they're dealing with right here on the Things About Things podcast. Today is going to be crazy, so we'll dedicate all of our time to reading all of those stories.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And then I'll be going straight right into it, not to bore you, because even this story is the real deal. I'll go through the first one. Now, this one says, I met a guy a few months back. He's so kind-hearted and a generous giver. But there's an issue. He never replies my text or picks my call anytime I call him past 9 p.m. When I ask him, he always comes up with one excuse or the other that doesn't add up. I called him once and I heard the baby crying.
Okay.
But he said it was his neighbor's kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he said it was his neighbor's kid. Is he married or am I overtaking things? I really like him and I don't know if I should ask him. He doesn't have any social media and I've been on his house just once and saw empty nails like nails on the wall, right?
Okay.
And I saw empty nails like they were framed, like frames were hung. I don't know what to do. I really like him.
Should we
And I don't
tell
know if
her?
I should ask him.
Should we tell her? Or should we just...
Whoever sent this, I feel like the person who sent this question already knows the response.
She's just wanting to ask.
That's why I actually read again that clause of I really liked it, because when a woman likes a guy, she would want to
make excuses for you.
Make excuse for him. He would want to, give him a longer, what's it called, a rope. He would want to, make excuses. That's actually the word. So I really like him. Baba, you already know the answer.
My sister.
You already know what's up.
Be asking this question. I feel like you already know what exactly is happening. It does not pick your calls.
It does not have no social
at certain
platform,
time,
right?
Okay, past 9. I would allow the fact that some people will say that, I don't take calls during, after 9. I, for one, I don't think that I would take somebody's calls by 10. But for somebody that I'm dating, you will call me and then I'll see your call and I'll say, my rule, I'm not going to take call by 9 p.m. So I'm not. And then you call and you hear a child's voice. You've been to his house just once. You went there and you saw nail, like they don't remove frame.
Okay,
keep for somewhere.
So let's try to make excuses for this guy like we're all dumb. Number one, he doesn't take call past 9 p.m. Let's assume this guy is so serious with life. Like he's so focused on the grinding, like he's securing the bag that once it's past 9 p.m. Number one, he takes his sleep very seriously, or he's working at night. That's one. Number two, this man, you heard children crying. I mean, in Lagos is too congested. There are kids everywhere. We have children.
He has neighbors.
He has neighbors. Yes. Even he might have children come over to his house. His sister's children
stay over. Of course.
That's not a big deal. Then we are dumb. Let's also excuse the fact that there are nails on the wall.
No,
he just moved in.
Interiors
like renovation. Sometimes you might put a frame somewhere, and you might want that frame to be another
somewhere else, and it took it somewhere. So
until honestly, you don't have any. Everything is okay. I feel like that's all I have to say. Everything is actually very fine. Everything is fine, Because if you don't tell women, sometimes if you advise a woman whose mind is already made
up on things,
you might be just wasting those words like you're talking to a stone. Because she would still end up doing what she wants to do. We live in a generation whereby in this day and age, a woman will know that this guy is cheating. I don't see a future with this guy. But just because he's the person who fits into that perfect guy they've always longed for. They would want to stay and do whatever it is or go through.
He fits our bucket
list. He fits in fact, he marks all of the bucket list. And then they will come out to social media when something crazy has happened. Just like we have seen situation where a guy might end up doing something crazy with a lady. A guy might even be emotionally abusive,
Of course.
domestically abusive, verbally abusive. I don't know if you understand. And she would still want to stay. In fact, I learned that the people with the most abuse issue are the ones that are even more loving to the spouse, partner.
Of course.
So this guy is abusing you. This guy is stressing you
emotionally, and
but you are so connected to the guy. You see a situation where they will see something in her eyes. Like, what happened? Is this bitter? You say, no, I fell in the bathroom.
No, it's not. It's blister.
So the truth is, all of the response you are waiting to get from this question,
you won't get it.
You won't get it. No, you won't get it. Because if you
everything
tell you, you will still do what's in your mind.
No, everything
honestly,
is,
everything
you
is
like
fine.
him.
You like him.
He's not married. He's not married. He's very single to stop.
I feel like sometimes we should be giving a response they are not expecting.
You understand? Because how would you be asking this?
How would you be asking this kind of question? In
but
the first
let's
when you're not a child.
So somebody else here asked. It says, please keep me anonymous. I'm not here for advice. I'm here for solutions, please.
Okay.
I'm about to tell you something good. Okay. It says, my wife found out that I did DNA tests, or I ran DNA tests for my 2 kids.
Right.
I did not tell her, but the results entered my spam. Spam. S-P-A-M.
Spam boss. Like inbox, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's be pronouncing things well.
Sorry.
All right.
So my bad.
Okay.
She was checking stuff on my phone and she saw it. She started crying that I don't trust her. After all, we have been through together. I've been seeing it everywhere, men doing DNA tests. I decided to try it as well. Both my children are mine. Please, how do I beg her? I have given her money and every other thing that I think is necessary to appease her. She hasn't forgiven me. Please help me. The way my wife looks at me now, I can tell that the love is no longer there. I'm scared that she might cheat on me. What do I do?
This one is actually a very touchy and dicey one.
A serious issue.
For those that know me, I think they should be able to almost tell, Izzy should be able to do this. This is something I should be able to do. Someone cannot just come and meet you and say, your wife stole money at the office. You should be able to say, no, my wife cannot steal. You understand? So I understand how heartbreaking it can be when you think someone that should know me does not really know me.
But then again, I feel like there must have been something, I don't know, but according to him now, he says that people have been doing DNA tests and all of that stuff, and he wanted to do it. So I think that it might just be out of, let me just try. But I feel there must be something that you have seen that would sort of make you think that way, to say, let me check if any of my child or both my kids are actually mine. And then you go to the extent of actually having a DNA test behind her.
I feel like
there should have been something that you have seen.
Sure.
Right?
Sure. But on a more serious note here, it's actually heartbreaking.
Of course.
But where my argument is right now is, I don't feel like a DNA on a child should be, honestly, I don't think it should be something secret, something secretive, something that is secret anymore. Honestly, here's my angle.
Why?
Here's my angle. It shouldn't be until I suspect my wife or my girlfriend that this child is not mine that I would want to carry out a DNA test. A DNA should be something that, as you give birth to the child in the hospital, they do it. It should be part of the child birth certificate.
Why?
This is because, apart from the fact that infidelity is gone viral, women are now giving men children that does not belong to them. There is a very high level of medical misappropriation in our Nigerian system. That honestly, number one, you might be the father of a child, right? But there might be a switch at birth situation. There might be a situation whereby the children are not properly managed at the hospital. There might be a situation whereby, a midwife was trying to play smart. We've seen situations in Nigeria where we are in Nigeria. I just feel like it's not about infidelity right now. Just for you to be ensured that you did not train someone's child for 15 years, a child that does not belong to you.
To you, of course.
It should not be a situation of, it has to be under, I am suspecting my wife for something. It should be,
it's just like
naturally. In fact, someone once said something that, churches that dedicate children, they should ask for DNA results first before they dedicate children. Just the way before you go and get married, they would ask for your pregnancy test results and all that HIV and stuff. So that we can, I feel like if it becomes a situation whereby, it's not under any form of, I'm suspecting this person or not, then it becomes really easy to discuss DNA issue. Just imagine
first
Nedu.
place, yeah.
Nedu Wazobia, the guy, I mean, the guy thought all of his 3 children were his, right?
Yeah.
Until he did DNA test, and then the wife said, I did not tell you. Who told you that the children? The wife told the general public that the man did not ask.
So, I'm married to you. No,
if the children were his, I assume.
Let's come back. So we are married, and we have 3 kids together.
Right.
And then I'm supposed to ask you,
Auntie, sorry.
Auntie, please,
Is senior.
Is this one mine?
Is this one mine? Okay, fine.
What's
I about Caleb is mine. Okay.
What about the last
I about Alex. Okay, it's mine.
Oh wow, nice. Okay, no. When you now say, okay, no, the first one is yours. The second one
is not really. I'm not sure.
Not really.
But can you see why it makes sense that a DNA shouldn't be a big deal? I feel like we're making too much big deal.
Yeah, I think
Mohbad
so,
died, and everybody is asking, or most persons were asking, that there should be a DNA conducted for Mohbad's, Mohbad's son, with the wife. I mean, the son is about 6-7 months old as at the time of, doing this podcast, right? And as at the time of his death, all right? And everybody had problem with that DNA. I, for one, I was indifferent about it. Number one, because there is an investigation into his death, I feel like a DNA is necessary. Number two, because there might be a situation whereby people will not pay attention to the child that is the only hope for Mohbad, who died at the age of 27. Then we should be sure that the only hope is his only hope. Not because the woman might be cheating or has issue with infidelity, but the fact that we are in Nigeria, whereby at birth, some midwife and nurses try to sell children.
Yeah, true.
At birth, I've seen a situation whereby they give birth to a child, right? In this country, the child has an hole. There's an ailment where they will say you have an hole in your heart. I don't know if you understand that. Yeah. The child has an hole in the heart. The mother of the child, who was working in that hospital, told the nurse there, say, this child has a hole in his heart. This speaking go die. Swap this child with a perfect child. And that was what they did until they were caught. They swapped a perfect child for a sick child. It happens. So because we know that we are in a crumbled society where we don't pay attention to the 3 most important sector of economy that we should pay attention to, which is health, security, and education, then a DNA should be a constant K for any relationship, any marriage at all. That's what I think.
What he said.
That's what I think.
What he said.
That's what I think.
Thank you very much.
So, young lady, the person asking this question, this man, I feel like you should go around. There's a way around it. You have tried giving her gift, she will not take.
Apologize.
Even if apology does not work, sit her down and tell her what I just told you. That you are not doing DNA for the child because you think she's cheating. I feel like everyone should get that point. I'm not doing it because I think you're cheating. I'm doing it because there's a wave of DNA going around. Nedu wife said, Nedu did not ask who the child belonged to. I'm just thinking, because we know that the medical system might be wrong, it might not be your fault. Just like I said, no, I trust you, don't worry. It's not you, it's me. What relationship will we say?
Now the way you polish this life for me. I know that what you're saying has, some elements of truth in it, but that is not really why this book
that's not why, but I'm telling him what to say.
Okay.
Because of course you can women are moved by words and touch. Men are moved by logical thinking, all right? Sure. If you make a man understand something,
you think logically now.
But as a woman, if you give her words, you touch her head small. Don't worry, I'll bring a balance.
Women, hope you're hearing.
So we move. I'm glad you're still here. We thought to share with you some of the crazy memes and tweets we've seen online. And of course, I'll tell you what, it will blow your mind. Like, it's very crazy.
All these people, they are not okay. Okay, so somebody asked, what's the dumbest, or someone tweeted rather, what's the dumbest thing you did as a child? And somebody responded, I took my grandma's umbrella and climbed the story building in our compound and jumped as far the umbrella will serve as my parachute. Broke my right hand, lost 2 teeth. Odeshi.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
What is really good? No. What was he expecting?
Here comes the Spider-Man.
Or maybe like a doughboy.
Okay.
If you don't get it.
That was the dumbest thing you did as a child. It's actually been a very long thread on Twitter. All right. I saw one. This one says, what's the dumbest thing you did as a child? Same question. And then another person responded, they said, getting expelled from crèche for beating other babies, fighting a goat till it dislocated my shoulders, drinking a bottle of Phenigar, and sleeping for 3 days. That one is spelled Phenerogan. What's the pronunciation? I don't know what that is.
Phenigan. What does it mean?
If you know what that means, please put it on the comment section. I don't know. But the person said after drinking that, he slept for 3 days as a child. He said, putting my hand in a pot of hot water to bring out egg, my mom was burning for me.
So what really up?
You went through a lot as a child. But finally, he said, using my mom's inhaler. Whoa. That's the highest. He said, using my mom's inhaler as a perfume.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And it was nice.
It was, to that child, it was nice.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah,
that was really dumb.
If you're watching this.
I have a personal story of someone very close to me that did something crazy as a child, like the dumbest thing she did as a child, and it was fatal. Fatal means it led to death. So they were twins, right? I don't know if the person would say this because she told me that in confidence, but they were twin.
You want cast out?
No. Okay. Nobody will know I'm talking about the person, so it doesn't matter. They were twin, right? 2 girls. Mm-hmm. And, for every twin, there will be there will be the very quiet and then the very hyperactive one, all right? Mm-hmm. So she was the very hyperactive one, but the twin sister was very quiet. At the age of 6 years old, mm-hmm. all right, the twin sister had asthma, so she has an inhaler. So they had a fight. 6 years old, she not even gets it like that. But she does not know what an inhaler was as at that time. But she didn't know what an inhaler was at that time. But she knows that stuff was so important to her sister because she was always using it. In fact, her mom makes sure that she takes the inhaler everywhere to school and stuff. She had a fight with her sister. The dumbest thing she could think of doing was to take that inhaler and throw it inside the bush.
Oh, wow.
Hours later, the star had an asthmatic attack, and they kept on looking for an inhaler. The only thing she could say was, I threw it in that bush. The parents, everybody searched the bush, they could not find it, and then the sister died.
What?
For real. True story. I know the person. The person might see this video. It's crazy.
Wow.
So when they say, what's the dumbest thing you did as a child?
Oh, wow.
What's the dumbest thing you did as a child?
That's tragic. I don't know. I don't really to get sense like that, so...
Or dumb thing you're not doing as a child, you're still doing it?
Oh. We keep doing things, but... Okay. One more before we go. I don't come here, shall I? Okay, so this one says, boys know they call out their own parents on Twitter. And somebody responded and said, how I want to call out Papa will drive me from Zaria to Kano for jam, lodge for hotel, pray for me, give me words of encouragement, and I still fail the jam.
Oh.
And para. We did same house, but I avoid my papa for 2 months.
You're gonna say you don't
because even me no say I not really to do it.
You don't try. Because that picking is not my papa, he will tie you up. He will flog you with wire.
He didn't do it.
My dad will flog you with high tension. Until your next jam, you're gonna receive the beating continuously. Finally I saw this one blew my mind on Twitter, yeah. Amanda Chinda wrote something crazy. Just listen, it's crazy. And that's where we'll wrap up, right now. He said, after I told this guy I'm a cook, he sent me 20K to buy fried rice and chicken for him. I used the money to visit the less privileged today. Text him to come visit me by 4 p.m. The guy came and was waiting for me to serve him food. Then I just got undressed. I asked him to unlock the bra himself, and he effortlessly obeyed. Then told him how I spent the 20K. I thought he was going to be mad, but guess who is sucking breast right now? Oga said he doesn't even like fried rice again.
No, now. If that you go like fried rice. What are you talking about? That's no.
I wouldn't like fried rice.
In the grand scheme of things.
Guys, that's how we wrap up this episode of this podcast. I'm so glad that you joined from the beginning to right now that we're ending. I should thank Zenith Z.
Yes, thank you so much.
For coming in.
Ezekiels.
Right, I should thank you. It's always interesting to do content with you. Thank you so much. I'll catch you up on the next episode. Please let me know your comments on any of the stories we've read. They're actually true stories sent to us. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your candid advice would be. And of course, let me know what you think of all of the tweets we've sent. And then join us on our next episode of the Things About This podcast. I'm S2EP5. I'll see you next time.